the biggest news in Haddonfield at the moment is the Halloween video game, and it's only been just a little over a week as we're recording this since we got news that it is now dated for release. Not dated, but it is set for release. It is aiming for release, planned for release in 2026. And we got that teaser trailer that we've all been enjoying. We've gotten a lot more details about the game coming out, and some great images that continue to be released. So we're going to look at a few of those right now, and then we're going to take a look at some more comments that I would call very exciting, very encouraging comments on every front from Halloween producer Ryan Freimann. So first of all, let's jump over here. And this is the most recent image officially released since our last live stream. And you can see it as Michael just kind of peering through the window, doing his stalking thing. And I think this, along with everything that IllFonic is putting out about the play, I mean, we know that you're going to be able to play as Michael and do a lot of sneaking around. So again, not a whole lot to that image to get super excited about, but it's Michael doing his Michael thing. Let's pull up a couple other images though that we haven't had a chance to look at yet, and definitely get me even more pumped. Like this image of the Myers house. How cool is this? I mean, it looks great. And there's the shape there. Just again, shape is shaping over here in the corner, lurking, stalking, just like we want him to be. Got the Strode Realty sign. Got all the details that we know and love. I mean, every detail. The fallen gutter. Looks awesome. Another great image here is Michael inside. And I believe this is inside the Myers house, or it might just be a random house. Um, yeah, it doesn't really look exactly like anything we would recognize from the Myers house. Although, as we talked about before, we're going to be getting so many different angles of and looks at locations that we are familiar with but have never really gotten to explore, like Smith's Grove and Rabbit Red, for example. We know that's coming. And then this awesome image right here. We know now Nick Castle performed the head tilts and the walking and who knows how much else and what other mannerisms, but all the Shape's iconic mannerisms. I don't know about the sit up, but all of that definitely recorded by Nick for sure. And this image, Michael, looks awesome. Let's zoom in just a little bit. I mean, everything we're seeing from this game so far looks really cool. And everything we're hearing so far, because again, I'm reading your comments, many people's comments on our social media posts, on the official Halloween movies and Halloween games social media posts. There's a lot of worry, a lot of concerns about this. And as we talked about in our last report, Halloween producer Ryan Freimann has really, to his credit, been very active on his social media posts, responding to and answering a lot of questions and in many cases worries and fears about this game. And we talked about some of his responses previously, and what I'd like to do now is I'm going to pull up some more recent ones and some other comments that he has made in response to some of the people on social media with legitimate questions about where this game is going. And I think some of these comments are encouraging and some are just downright exciting. So This is all from Instagram and from public comments posted in the last week or so since the late August announcement about the game from Halloween producer Ryan Freimann. Um, and here, in response to somebody who comments, please don't let Michael get bullied in this game. He's an unstoppable force in F-13. It got to the point Jason was simply bullied, and Freeman responds, you don't have to worry about this. So again, I mean, it's nothing specific, but just making clear you're not going to have to worry about this. I didn't play enough of the F-13 game to know about those issues, but apparently Michael getting bullied will not be an issue in Halloween, the video game. In response to, I hope y'all put out a gameplay video in the near future just showing off how both sides will play and even what story mode will entail. A lot of us are wondering how deep it'll go. Ryan Freimann responds, quote, soon and more than just stealth with a wink emoji. So very exciting there. It sounds like we're going to be getting some official gameplay footage soon. And again, what does soon mean? It can mean anything. Soon could mean tomorrow. Soon could mean next week. Soon could mean next month. But as we're recording this, it's Michael Myers Monday, September 1st. I'm going to wager that soon in this case means sometime between now and October 31st, we're going to get our first look at official gameplay footage from the Halloween video game. Again, that's just pure speculation on my part going from this comment, but that's what I would guess soon means, sometime between now and Halloween. Oh, that's the getting bullied again. Let me pull up the next comment here. Another fan says, I've waited for this reveal for many, many years. Thank you for your part in making this project a reality. And Freeman says, quote, this has been a long time coming for us too, and took a while to get here because we wanted to make sure it was done right. Again, very encouraging to hear these words. This is another one after a lengthy post about expectations, high expectations, and frustrations with Friday the 13th. Freeman responds, quote, seeing all comments, especially on the portal, meaning HalloweenPortal.com, the official website. He continues, quote, more to share in the near future. That said, I believe what we have planned for both launch and long term will make the majority of fans and players very happy. And we talked about that before, that according to these comments from Ryan Freimann, having a long-term plan for the game was of most importance to the producers. In response to a fan who says, will it still have that I have to escape type gameplay where we can actually escape and get away, or will we only be able to fight him off and stop him? I like it either way, but being able to escape is a deal breaker for me. And Freeman responds, quote, you will get both ability to fight, but also escape and help others escape. So a lot of people that have been wondering about the different modes and options, we're getting a little bit more of a clearer picture. You will be able to get both ability to fight but also escape and help others to escape. So you can be kind of the hero character, the Loomis or the Laurie character in this. A fan asks, quote, are you able to confirm that there's an offline story mode to this game as well? I'm understanding or interpreting single player as just playing against bots, end quote. And Ryan Freimann answers, quote, yes, offline single player story mode. And again, addressing worries. We talked about this in our previous report, but addressing worries specifically about Gunn being involved and um, previous experiences with Gunn on the Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw games. Ryan Freimann responds here again saying, quote, Gunn is financier slash support. IllFonic, lead developer, and have a track record of supporting games long term. Ghostbusters, Predator, Killer Clowns. Making sure this was a long term, well rounded game, including robust single player, was a threshold matter for us. End quote. A threshold matter for us. So, again, I mean, addressing people's maybe their biggest concern of all here head on, and again saying that yeah, gun is part of this, but they are not the um, developer. They are financier and support. It is an IllFonic developed game, and they're the ones behind it. And lastly here, but maybe most exciting, check this out. A fan asks again on Instagram, this looks absolutely and utterly and totally fantastic. Will there be extensions of the sequels in future DLCs? And Ryan Freimann answers, quote, no comment? Question mark, exclamation point, end quote. No comment. Now, that's no confirmation, of course. That's literally no comment. And it's definitely not a yes. But, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it's kind of as close to being a yes as you could say without going on record and saying yes, right? That to me, knowing nothing other than what we're seeing here in black and white, but that to me suggesting, yeah, down the road, once the game is out, all the talk about future plans being so important and a threshold matter for them, and then to hear him have that kind of cryptic answer when asked specifically about if sequels could be involved down the road, I think that is as close to a yes as we're going to get before anything official, which will most likely be years after the game is released, or at least a good time after the game is released, I would imagine. But let's see it released next year. Let's see it break all these sales records. Let's see it be awesome. Let's see them do DLCs where you can get young Michael as the clown, or Judith before she's dead, and all these different things. Different Smith's Grove characters and stuff like that. Let's see all that come out, but that to me totally says that they are thinking about what we want them to be thinking about. Them, yeah, they could bring in, and if not all the sequels, certainly, I would think the early ones, part 2, part 3, maybe 4 and 5. Who knows? I would love to see. And as we said before, as far as the masks, even if it's not an official, H2O mask or whatever, they could find a way to work it in there. The same way the Friday the 13th franchise worked in so many of Jason's looks from that franchise. So all of those comments sound super exciting to me. All of these new looks we're getting at the game look amazing. But I turn it over to you guys. You guys are the experts on this. So you guys tell me what you're thinking, what you're feeling so far, and do these comments from Ryan Freimann have you more encouraged, more excited than you were before hearing them? Let me hear what you think.